Right. And we are back again. And new game. This is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. And it's an old game that I used to play a lot when I was younger. I always loved this game. It's been a while since I played it. I think I did it on my old YouTube channel about 1.5 years ago. But we kind of wanna try to... I think I'll try and get everything up and running again. And I usually ended up using eBendicott when I was younger, because I liked his design. But let's try something new today. Right, so eBendicott is kind of our most rounded bet, but we could do this guy. Turning isn't all that good, but neither is Eeps. We could do El Mac. We'll do Gascano for the first race. Boo again, honey. And we need to try and make some money here. So I'll try to get back into the groove of things, but it may take me a few races. Okay, we're actually starting off pretty good here. If you watched Star Wars Episode 1, we can all agree that there was basically two cool parts, sorry, in that whole entire movie. And one of those parts was the pod racing. That was awesome. And the other one was the Battle of Fates, the very end battle between Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and the Sith Apprentice. Those were the main two things that really worked about that whole movie. So they made a Star Wars racing game out of it. Shit. That's not a good start. And the music in this one is pretty minimal. It's mostly engine sounds. And actually the engine sounds in this, they combined jet engines with the sound of Formula 1 cars to make them sound the way they do. Okay, not a good lap time, but not bad either, considering we're early in the game. What I like about this game is, yeah, it's a great game. Oh, shit. Yep. Need to focus here. But yeah, it's a great game. And with all the upgrades and the new pod racers you can unlock and everything, it's a pretty good time. You get a good 20 or 30 hours out of it. Yeah, okay. Just need to remind myself how I do the different buttons and stuff. The first races aren't that bad, but when you get a bit further into the game, they can be pretty hard. And this is a very wide pod racer. Oh, shit. Yep, there we go. So, getting through small entrances with Gasano, not a good time. You're gonna have a bad time. Well, you can get an HD version of this actually on the Switch. I have looked, I have considered buying it, but I haven't yet, so it may stop with the considering since I have it on the Nintendo 64 still. But yeah, I'm very overheated. So that's the first thing I'll need to buy for this guy, a better cooling system. And the thing here is, you can modify all the pod racers, so you can buy different parts, you can upgrade and do anything you want basically with these pod racers. And you'll get new ones that are faster or more maneuverable as we go along. So these beginning ones, they're usually not what I'll use towards the end of the game. And you can even get Sebulba's pod. And Sebulba's pod is kind of awesome. Oh, that's kind of good time. 57 seconds. Not bad. And this is the type of game where it really does seem like it goes fast. Okay, we'll do one more race and then we'll start our upgrading. Sorry, I will be changing the mic around a little. Sorry for you headphone users who had to listen to that.
The current record holder for this track is Neva Key.
And yeah, for being such an old game, this is kind of cool looking. So, usually on this stage, I used to take the slowest players in on a round on this stage. So let's see if I can do this like in the old days. It's all about where you boost and how. And he isn't very maneuverable, this guy, so I may not be as good as I used to be with other pods. Let's see here. 80 seconds of a lap time. The laps in this one, very short. There we go. There's the 12th place. And the 11th. Meaning I'm now at, at 0 place, I guess. Since I overlapped at least one guy. I was in first, now I'm at 0. Okay, and let's go past the number 11. I love the pod of the one we just went past now. Such a cool looking pod racer, and you could actually get a Lego set when I was younger of that exact pod racer, and I never got it, and I'm beating myself about it now. I really want that pod racer set. It's up on eBay every once in a while, but it usually goes for hundreds of pounds, so yeah. Not gonna do it. There we go. And this should be our first pod racer. We'll get a new one. And if you remember from the first movie, this is the pod racer that is shot by the sand people. And that just spins out towards the middle of the race. Yep. And now we can actually upgrade things. So let's first go to the junkyard and see what they have. And there are 2 places where you can buy stuff in this game. There's the junkyard, where you can usually buy stuff that isn't that good. But that's cheap. And it's not that it isn't good, it's just that it'll go to waste pretty quick. But you can get some massive upgrades for a nice price. Acceleration. Yeah, we need a lot more money if we are to do any real upgrades here. 2,400 doesn't do much. Why nobody buy it? Right. Yeah, that doesn't make much of a difference, does it? You know what, actually? How much did it cost? 67? And it is an upgrade. We'll grab it. And then let's look at pit droids. Awesome money. They are 1,000 each, right? I'll wait a little bit. I have one, I think. And we can go to the inspect vehicles, and then we can actually have a good look at our pod. It's just a way to kind of look at a model, but it is really nice that you can do that, and you can zoom in and look at the details. And for a Nintendo 64 game, there is a lot of details in here. They also released this for the Dreamcast, so the graphics are a little bit nicer in that one, but the controller is complete and utter crap. So, the day they make a new Dreamcast controller that is wireless, I'll probably try to do some more of that game on the Dreamcast. And it did get a sequel. It got a sequel on the PS2, which I actually haven't played yet, so that's pretty nice. Right. Now, I think after this race we will get one of my favorite pods. One of the coolest looking ones. Not one of my favorites to drive, but one of my favorite pods looks-wise. It's a huge blue one, and it looks really menacing. And yeah, I want it. Alright, and I seem to remember there being a way for me to drift a little. Nope, don't do it. There it is. There we go. Yeah, it's been too long since I played this game last. The controllers are a little bit out of my hands, but we'll figure it out. Come on now. Over there. Over there. Shit. Okay. Not that bad. We got the little speed boost from the explosion, so that's okay. Then down here. Down here. Over this way. keep going. What did you just say? Wondering. How often do you... Not often at all. It's called being careful. Yeah, I don't get it stuck in my zippers or anything. I don't tend to use zippers. It does at times get stuck in my tie knots though. Oh shit. So that's the thing. It gets stuck in a tie knot. Actually I do need to trim it a little. It's getting a little too long. And then it becomes a little bit unmanageable. But we'll get there. We'll be okay. There we go, over there. Let's see if we can do the cool trick. Yes, we can. There we go. Bursting straight through the statue at the very beginning. I always like that part. You can do that in every version of this stage. And the thing is, there are about 12 different planets. And each of them have one stage. And then they reiterate the stage. So, parts of this stage we'll see a lot of times throughout the game in general. And then they add new challenges, new stuff that you need to get through every once in a while. It's a really cool way of doing it, and it saves a lot of memory on the Nintendo 64 game cartridge, which is... yeah, the biggest one is 128 megabytes. So there's not a lot of room on a Nintendo 64 cartridge. Alright, I'll blow up there. And that usually happens in this game at least once per thing. Okay, there we go. There isn't really a penalty for going off the grid here, but if you do go off the grid, you can't boost as much. That's kind of the only thing you need to pay attention to. It's Polly Penguin, I think, yeah. He or she is very quiet. Unless there's a penguin on screen, then suddenly he or she speaks. There we go. My reflexes are quickening up a bit as we go here. My hands aren't what they used to be when I was younger. In my family we do have arthritis. And my fingers, they are getting a bit slower. Not bad, but a little bit slower than they used to be. That is why you'll see when I need to hit the A or B button a lot, I'll basically use my whole arm to do that, because my fingers are just not fast enough anymore in most games to do the whole press A to not die thing. That's the thing. It sucks getting old, people. Let's have a nice flowy. There we go. We'll get up there. There we'll blow up. And then we can get through here and we'll hit that. Ah, shit. Damn it. Too blowy is not good. Yeah. Let's do a little thing here. Yep. One more boost. Let's boost as long as we can. We'll stop there. The thing is also, you need to pay attention to a lot of things in this game. You need to pay attention that your engines don't overheat, because if they do, you'll blow up. You need to pay attention to how much damage you acquire, because you can kind of fix your pod, and it's a lot quicker and easier to fix it than to blow up and be put back on the stage. So there's a lot of stuff to think about when playing Star Wars Racer. Go underneath the bridge. And we're here. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. There we are. Not my best, but it's okay. Because then I can take... Yeah. Yeah. There are perks of being older, you know? Like getting to drive a motorcycle. Look at this thing. This thing is freaking awesome. 4 engines, tiny little cockpit, huge engine things. This thing is so cool. and some more truckets. We'll do the next race. You know what? Let's see how that vehicle is, because I don't remember. It's been a little while. And kind of want to see how it stacks up to everything else. Aldabedo, there we go. Yeah. It's very different from the one we have now. The turning is, how is that? Turning is about the same. Traction is worse. But that will become a freaking beast when it gets a little bit further up there in the stages. So we'll keep on going with Gasano. And we'll see. Yeah. It's probably more like 4 diesel-fueled jet engines, right? But kind of awesome anyway. Yeah. If I had a better pod, I would be able to boost all the way through there. But I don't. So I'll make do with just being as quick as possible without boosting too much. Okay, and zoom, and zoom. We'll get over here. Yes, it does. Anything that can be directly diesel fueled will give you a nice boost. Like my car. It has a dual turbo diesel injection motor. Oh shit. Yeah, and these gates, they open and close around me. So if you choose the wrong one, then you're just gonna blow up. That's the thing. Alright. Over here, and we need to do the right path, I think. You do. Then there's a hard... Oh, not here. That's not this stage. It's later. Okay. So, try and not hit the walls as much as we usually do. And then I think when we're out of here, that's the home straight, right? Kinda. Not really. Okay. Quick break here to slam into the wall and then move over this way. This is a circle 8, so we'll be here. We'll get out of there. And here's the home straight. Cool. We'll do the right one this time. Do the left one last time. Doesn't really make a difference. And as you can see, I may have played this a lot when I was younger. This was kind of my favorite racing game, except for Mario Kart. I played this a lot. And it is kind of a cool experience. I think the new HD version, it doesn't have all the slowdown that you get on the N64. And actually, to me, that sounds like a bad thing, because that slowdown makes it a little bit easier to maneuver around some of the worse areas in this stage, for instance. Yeah, Lady Doris is an artist. That's her job. So she needs art supplies. Okay, let me do a quick little thing here. Yeah, she makes pendants and things out of clay, and she sells them. And now she's also doing some plastic shrink things. She's making me a keychain, for instance, out of that. Also, she draws. She's a comic book artist. And she's actually making a Pokemon comic right now. For her school, it's one of her school projects, and she's making a Pokemon thing, which I find awesome. And you may see a version of me in there with a very peculiar Pokemon team. But yeah. That's Lady Adore. And hopefully, when she comes to Norway, she can continue her little... She has kind of a little side business. She makes a little bit of money from selling different things. For instance, her necklaces that she's made. Actually, when this is over, I may bring up the pause screen for a little while, because on the pause screen and on my talking screen, there is kind of a photo gallery of the different drawings she's done. So you guys can see it a little bit, because she's pretty good. Yeah, I'm doing some light story work for her and some character building, because I quite like that part of any creative process. I like writing stories and coming up with characters and character ideas. And Lady Adore likes to draw. So actually we're a pretty good comic book team. We should have everything order everything we need in order, right? Maybe we'll do a webcomic, that would be kinda cool. We could publish this thing. If we do, if it goes online, in any capacity. And I'm saying if, because I haven't discussed it with her at all, and I don't know if she wants to. But if it goes online, we'll put a link down in the box below so people can actually read our little comic thing. Her little comic thing. She's the drawer, and she's the one who came up with the main idea. It's her comic, not mine. I just say ours because, yeah, did a little bit of character work. And then here. Okay, we are getting some pretty heavy damage on our right engine. But, there we go. Last round was not good, rest was okay. Yep. How many FPS in this game, you mean? Usually N64 games, they are bound to about 30 FPS. So that's the normal, and that goes for most Mario games and everything on this thing. Yeah, that's true. So it's about 30 FPS. Yeah, it is 30, but whenever there's a lot happening, it dips, it goes down. And that's typical for older consoles. You'll see the same when I played, if you go back and you watch my playthrough of Donkey Kong Country on the SNES, whenever there's a lot happening on screen, the frame rate goes way down.
My money's on Team Topagales for this race. Just look at the size of those engines.
They actually had a Gisano Lego set too, and I don't have that either. I only have the Anakin Skywalker Lego set. I really want them, so if I ever find them for a good price online, I will try and grab them. Right, so we're getting to straight here, I think. Seem to remember I could boost over here. Yes. Go. And then a little break there to get through that bend. And this is one of those games where I really have to concentrate, and that's not the greatest entertainment value for you guys. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it's really not easy. And as you can see, and as Bunny Rabbit has kind of pointed out here, the FPS is not that great, and still it goes very fast. So a combination of those two makes this a very hard game to do while talking. Oh, there. It's this one, right? Yes, that's the one. That's the one I need. Let's repair this engine before it goes boom. And then here's the home straight. Cool. We're not that far ahead in this level, and each level it gets a little bit harder. So when we get to about, I think, the mid of the second round of races, I'll probably start having to do them more than once to get through, because they do get a lot harder later on in the game. This is kind of one of the easier ones still. The courses gets longer and longer, so as you can see, each stage now takes about a minute and a half. We'll get to stages later that'll take 3 or 4 minutes to complete per round. So, oh, let's head on. Shit. Yeah, you can see there. No, taking me back. There. Yep, there we go. It actually went past me. Right now, let's get a little flight going there. And then a nice break. Right turn. Sorry for not talking much, people. really need to concentrate. I need to kind of stay in the first place here. That's not easy in this game. There we go. The little meter besides my speed readout over there, that's the heat of my engines. And you get a boost whenever you fill that bar up. You can quickly hit A to get a little boosty boost. Let's see now, one of my engines is really hurting. And whenever that happens, my controller gets worse. So if one of the engines has a lot of faults with it, and you can see there's kind of three main areas. There's the back, the middle, and the front. If one of those starts going into yellow or orange or red, that means my engine is hurt. And whenever my engine is hurt, I can't turn as well. So there's actually quite a lot of tactics in this game. And a lot of things to think about compared to other racing games from this era. See, yeah, that's not great, but I know I'm pretty close to the finish line. So I'll just live with it. Come on. Come here. Link's Awakening switch drops 31. Yeah, I know. Like you said, I'll look over there too. Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you a little update on what sets they are, honey. From the Link's Awakening 30. If you know what I'm... Yep, I do. Exactly. Would have been cut. There we go. Superstar. What to do? Let's have a quick look around the junkyard.
You'll not find a better
Turning.
deal anywhere, I think.
That's not bad, but it's so destroyed.
They look around, they know
How about next
why
one?
nobody buys.
Repair thing. Not bad. That's a good price for a good thing, but let's have another look. Yeah, that does nothing for us, basically.
You rest pretty good, no doubts there.
Our traction isn't that bad. That is R100. I think that's quite a lot of upgrade for not a lot of price. We'll get it. And then air brake. 1049 is a little bit better, but I don't use the brakes all that much. I tend not to. Top speed way up. Ooh.
I am betting heavily on Sebulba. He always wins.
I don't want it, but my turning isn't that great. And if I get that fast, that may actually be a problem.
Outlanders, they come here. How do they...
Yeah, no brakes means more speed. I agree on that, but at the same time, no brake means hurling towards certain death pretty quickly. You know what? I'm gonna get it. And then I'll spend a little bit of money buying a pit droid. Because he can actually fix the engine or the parts I just bought. Let's inspect here. Here's our... See here. So you can see he's starting fixing these parts. So those should be okay. Our turning is a lot better now. So if I win a few more... Alright, ready, steady, go. And this is kind of a Metroid field or an asteroid field. So, oh yeah, you can really feel the controller being a lot better in this one. Yeah, this works out pretty great. Ouch. It's still not... It's such a big pod racer, right? And the stages are kind of made to accommodate medium-sized pods. So the bigger pods, it's easier to hit the walls and stuff. And that's kind of a thing you need to think about. What you do with small gates and sharp turns like that when you have the huge pods like this one. Huge pods usually have more speed and less maneuverability. So, yeah. It's like in any other car racer thing, usually. Dodge that, dodge that, dodge that. Shit. Come on. Darn it. And people are speeding past me. Not good. Fourth place. I can't live with that. I can't go for that. Okay, we're coming up at a door that changes angles, aren't we? Yes. Darn it. Damn, damn, devil, 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 evil, 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 evil songs. I can tell you how to get along. The world it's full of sinners, so how can it be wrong? Do sing damn, 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 the devil, devil, evil, evil songs. Right. Yeah, Bushka. Bushka. Shit. I'm basically hitting every asteroid, and that's not good. On the other side, or on the other end of the spectrum, when I get through all of this, since I have hit every asteroid, I will probably be pretty good in the other rounds. There's nothing left to hit. Because they do disappear. They don't reappear. Another cool thing about this thing, it kind of remembers. It's very well programmed for a Nintendo 64 game. There's a lot of things, if you change it once, then it'll stay that way until the race is over. Not a good lap time. I think my record in this one is like 1.5 minutes per lap. But again, late game and with much better engines than I have right now. The world is full of sinners, so how can it be wrong? To sing damn, 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 devil, devil, evil, evil songs. Right. A little bit of a break there. Oh, shit. There's a wall. Let's not hit the wall. And wow. All in all, we're just another brick in the wall. All in all, we're just another brick in the wall. We don't need no education. Doom ba doom ba dim ba da. Boom ba boom bam boom. Yeah, they're still taking in a little bit of time, but we are staying ahead, just barely. Meaning our pod racer is starting to... Oh, shit. Our pod racer is starting to struggle a little. It's not as quick as some of the others, and you can kind of feel it. Here we go. Now, let's boost for as long as we can here. Let's keep away from that. Here we are, back in the first place. Position, and we'll go through there. And we didn't hit that asteroid, and that, and that. Fuck. I hit that one. Let's see here. If I should get a Nintendo console, what should I get that isn't expensive and doesn't have that expensive games? To be honest, look into an N64. Some of the very popular games, they are expensive, but there are a lot of less known games. Oh shit. On the N64 that are really, really good, and that isn't all that expensive. Like this one, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, usually goes for pretty cheap, and it's a great, great game. And if you have a friend, you can play together. And if you have 2 controllers and you know a secret code, you can actually use 2 joysticks to play this thing. And you can play it like you would see Anakin in the movie, using 2 kind of control sticks, one to control each engine. And you can do that in the game, and that's awesome if you play a single player. On top of that, you can get things like Mario 64 and Zelda Ocarina of Time. If you get it loose, also no box, it's not that expensive. If you need to have it with the box, yeah, then it'll get expensive. You can get a lot of kind of cool games on the N64. And you have the 4-player multiplayer built right into it. You don't need multi-tap or anything crap like that like you do on the PlayStation. PlayStation never really got the whole playing together on a couch thing very well. Nintendo have always been the masters of that. Yeah. I know. Alderbedo. Right. Let's boost here. Let's do a quick break there. And then... Oh, shit. Stay away from me. Thank you. let's just keep to the bottom. And shit. And they'll go past me, and I'll do my best to stay in first place. Come on, give me the boost. Give me the boost. Shit, fucking darn. This may be a second place, people. This may be my first second place for this run of this game. Right, now. And it is kind of dark, isn't it? It's hard to see where you go. Come on, come on, come on. Yep, there we are. We're through. And now, oh shit, darn, 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 darn. I can hear their engines roaring in my ears. This is also kind of a cool thing about this game, and that's great surround sound implementation for its time. You can actually hear the engines roaring behind you. Hey, that's not good. Oh, I don't need to. That's okay, honey. I know that. What we do? Yeah. Yeah, 500 isn't. It's not bad. It's a good enough price. Right, one more pod racer there. That's also kind of a cool looking one. I always liked the designs that had very big, heavy engines in this game. Last race, and let's inspect the vehicle upgrades a little. How are we doing? So see, they have fixed the turning thing, but our traction thing is kind of broken. And we have two droids now. We'll try and save up a little bit more money, and we'll do one more race. What are you doing today, honey? What are you working on? Right, so this stage I seem to remember having a lot of quick turns and stuff, which isn't really all that great for us and our type of pod, our big wide one. So we'll see how this goes. It is though a stage where if you drive well, you can easily get way ahead of people, and if anything then goes wrong, then you have a chance of just kind of let it go wrong. They won't take you in all that fast. These diggers you will see in every iteration of this stage, or this planet, and they will move around. I don't think they do that in this first stage, but they will move around in all the consecutive ones. And they will make life hard for you. And this is one of the few racing games where I ever use my brakes, because you need to. You're gonna blow up if not. And there you go. See, minecart coming towards you as fast as you're going towards it. No way to dodge if you don't know it's coming. So, and it's completely random. So, yeah, kind of shitty, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Scattered pictures of the times that we both share. Love we gave to one another. That's the way we were. Right, here we go. And I'll take the left one this time. Don't remember which one is the best. I'll just do the left one for now. And you can see some of the darker paths that you choose in this game. They are really dark, and it's really hard to see where you're going, which doesn't help us much. So I think I should have taken the right one. But okay, whatever. Yeah, should have taken the right one. So then I'd be on top there. And this would have been a lot easier. Okay. Also in this game, this is one of the games where you kind of need to anticipate the curves and bends. If you're going to want to get through them cleanly, you can't just react whenever it comes up. You need to know it's there and start really planning ahead to do well. And as you can see, the stages are getting longer, so we're up to 2.5 minutes almost per round. of this stage. So, yeah. Getting up their length and hardness-wise. There. And even boosting for just a few seconds, it really makes a difference to our total time. So, as often as you can, try and boost. Let me do a quick thing here. Nice! Halloween Pikachu, Mimikyu? No. Pikachu in a Vich and the other. Love Mimikyu. I kind of find Mimikyu a little cute in a way. He is, to me, he is what Wobbuffet was kind of trying to be, design-wise. He's kind of cute with actual Pokemon hiding away. And that's the thing with Wobbuffet. The actual Pokemon is not the blue part, it's the tail. And I never liked that fact. It looks really odd. See, there's that mine card again, and it's moving. Goddamn thing is moving. Stay away from me. Right. Also, in this game, they spend a lot of time making sure the pod racers looks good. But the rest of the tracks, they don't look all that good, especially if you stop for a second. If you stop and look around, yeah, it's a depressing sight, isn't it? It's not very nice. While the rest of the details of the pods and the pit droids and everything, and even the racers, they're kind of low res PS2, which isn't bad. And this game came out in, I think, 2002 or 2003. It was quite late in the N64's life cycle. Oh, 2002, what I'm saying. 2000, I think this came out, actually. Right before the movie hit theaters in 2001. My first Star Wars movie I watched in the cinema. I actually went there with my grandpa. He hated the movie, but he went for my sake. And he did never say nothing, he didn't complain. He just went. Well, let's have a read here. It's cute, shy, and different. Yeah. Mimikyu is kind of a little bastard of a Pokemon, isn't he? But he is kind of cute. He is cute. You have to kind of say that the design is really cute. And the little they have done little kind of collector's editions of the Mimikyu. And those are really cute too, where you can get different kind of costumes and stuff. I find that adorable. See, it has moved. I just didn't remember. It moves a bit further back for each round we do. A lot of jagged edges in this course. Yep. Oh, do a quick little break there. Oh, shit. But we should be pretty good. We're a few seconds ahead, so that's not bad. And as long as that thing doesn't hit us, we can actually boost there quite a long while. Right. Heading through here, into there. There we go. Every once in a while, I remember some slight tricks from my past. And this is the final level of this whole, you see there's 4 different course, what are they called? Like Grand Prix. And this is the first one, and we're almost done. And it seems like we may actually have placed first in each and every single race so far, which is pretty good. Also, there's a thing, if you can't really do stages. If you place first, you get 1200 Truggets. If you place second, you get 800, and then again 400 if you place third. And if you play the stage again, and you get a higher placement, you get the difference. You don't get the full money. So you can't just spam money on one stage. You need to actually win each and every one to get the full 1200, and you'll only get the increments. So if you get third place the first time you play it, and you play it again and get second, then you don't get 800 full Truggets, you get the 400 difference between the third and second place. Do you care about boxes, cases of DS games? Yeah, if there's a plastic case, I want the case. But only if it's a plastic case. If it's paper or cardboard, I don't care that much. And again, there aren't that many around anymore. So, other people, they really want the cases and the paper and everything, and I don't care that much. Just give me the game so I can play it, and usually that's expensive enough. Actually, do I have the picture of my... No, I don't have it here. But I have a few pictures of my collections where you can see what I do. I make my own boxes for them. I use double thickness DVD covers, and then I print out a special cover slip that I make myself in PowerPoint for each and every game. And yeah, see here? That's the first Grand Prix, and then there's 2 more. Should we start on this? Yeah, let's start on this. But first, let's go to the junkyard. Exactly. I can show you how I make them. And I've uploaded quite a few to the internet as well. You can find them online. 1700, and it does make quite a big difference. What else do we have? Repair thing. Can't really afford that. That's a good one. Acceleration. We do need better acceleration though. We will start struggling very soon to keep up with the rest. By parts. Acceleration, that's what we want, right? So back a bit. That is 5600, 2002. There isn't much of a difference. I'll just wait until there's something in the junkyard that I can use. Let's buy a Bitroid. We're gonna need them anyways. We may as well start buying them up. Sounds like a good plan, honey. It'd be original, but I do want to keep this. Yep. Well, you mean an original DS case or that sort of thing? Because those are hard to find around. But you can get the double-sided DVD cases pretty cheap online. I think I pay like 3 kroner or something per case. And then of course some ink to print out whatever I want to put in there of artwork and stuff. And then there are templates on a site called gamecovers.cc, I think it is, where you can find some templates that are very nice, and even some pre-made ones that other people have done. And I've uploaded a lot of mine on there in the past. And then you can just print out a new case and put it in your shelf. It looks pretty nice. And Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, original Game Boy games. I buy those without the case too, and I just put them in normal DVD covers, because they fit pretty well in there. If you wiggle them around a little, they'll fit pretty well. Right. Yeah, that'll happen. Evil, evil brain freeze. My brain freezes, they are very intense. I just have to completely stop everything whenever I get one. Oh shit, I pressed into the building a bit much. Here we go. So, I can go this way or that way. I'll go this way, and we'll... See, there's the first place. And he knows a path that I always forget when I replay this game. And I spend a lot of time trying to figure it out again. Alright, so I'm in the 3rd place. Not good. Not good. And that's not good, as Sonic would say. Right, here we go. And then boost. Boost along. When you boost in this game, you can't really turn like you usually do. Because the jet engines, they kind of just boost ahead, straight ahead. So you need to really pay attention to when you use a boost in this game. Or turbo. Call it a boost, I think. There we go. Down here. Remember that there's a path on that side. Boost there. Give a short break in there. Yeah, and this is one more of those stages, and there will be a lot of these where I really need to concentrate to try and get the first place. So I'm sorry if I'm not that talkative and I don't check the chat as much as you guys want me to. It's not a game that is very well made to for talking through, I guess. So I didn't think of that when I started playing it. We may have to stop this, but as long as you enjoy it, that's okay. Was that your Sonic impression? Kinda. No, I don't have Xenoblade 2. They re-released the first one on the Switch, you know, and together with the second one. And I kind of want that package. I want a package deal. I can't find it though online. It's sold out everywhere. So that may be a game that I'll have Lady Adore kind of try and find me a copy for in the UK. Because they are a bit better about taking in weird games over in the UK than they are here in Norway. It looks beautiful though. It's a beautiful looking game on the Switch. No graphics shouldn't matter, but they do a little, don't they? If a game looks really nice, you want to play it. If it doesn't, you tend to just go, whatever. Okay, here we go. Saying that, Nintendo's games, they usually always look beautiful with whatever restrictions they have. Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, I've seen way worse looking games on the Xbox One than Mario Galaxy 2, for instance, on the Wii. Because they work with what they have. Other companies, they bitch and moan. Nintendo, they work with what they have, and they try to perfect it, and they usually do. They're pretty good at that. Super Mario 64 as well. Playing that again, the controls and everything are pretty good for the time, and for being kind of the first real 3D platformer. They're awesome. You couldn't do much better back in the 90s than that. And they kind of proved it too, because every other 3D platformer tried to be Super Mario 64. And they kind of still do. They're still catching up. Nintendo had a winning theme there, or a winning streak. Yeah, 64. As well, if you go to Ocarina of Time, and you look at Link's eyes and stuff, they're very expressive. They're these big eyes, and they're very clear. And if you look at other 3D games from the time, most of the faces are just a blurry freaking mess, and you can't really see who it is or what it is. You just see, okay, it's kind of a face. I can see there's hints of eyes and hints of a mouth. But no, Link is pretty clear. You can see him. You know how he looks. Super Mario 64 too. His hands may be buns, but his face you can clearly see. Okay, let's try this again. You know. Cool. Nope, I haven't seen it. Then again, I haven't been in many stores lately. Since GameStop kind of went under, there aren't that many places left in Norway where we can buy games. And it kind of bothers me. I used to always buy my games in stores because I like holding a copy in my hand and having a look at the game cartridge. And yeah, and now I have to go online and just order it, and it's not the same. Just isn't. And digital downloads can suck my balls. I hate them. Because if that system dies, right? Say my Switch would die sometime in the future. It will happen. Sooner or later, my Switch will die. Because new hardware, it's not as durable as the old stuff was. So my Switch will die. Probably in like 10 years, my Switch will be dead. And then, if I have all the games downloaded and on an SD card, what the hell do I do then? I can't really download them anymore, so what do? I want the cart. Which is also why I have a tendency to miss out on some pretty great indie games, because they don't do hard copies of it. You can only download them. And I've been burnt before by me buying games and them taking them offline, or me buying a game and then suddenly it doesn't work because of an update or something, and it's only digital, so I can't pop in my cartridge and make it work again. Yeah, I don't like it. Give me freaking cartridge or a CD with the game on it, so I can always pop it back in and play one more round. It's an investment. And I can see kind of the thing with Steam, for instance, on PC, that would be a good idea. But I don't like playing on the PC. I like using a controller and have an actual system that I know everything I put in there, it'll work. I don't have to think about RAM, I don't have to think about graphic cards, I don't have to think about any of that stuff. I can just plug in my disc, press on, and then I can play for a few hours. That's the beauty of a console. There we go, there we are. What was that? Like Chronicles on Switch on bed on eBay. Alright, you know what, honey? Let me see here. 4 days left. 4 days left. You know what, honey? Do you wanna enter a bid for me? What's the shipping at, by the way? There we go. That's one more race. And another pod racer in our collection. And I seem to remember this being a pretty good one. One that I may actually want to use. The rider is stupid looking, but Bullseye Navior is pretty good pod racer. So let's look at the pod. Change vehicle. Flag Holdfast, Ellen Mark, Mandel, Bud Sang. Oh, he's cool, yeah. You know what? Maybe we may do him. Look at this thing. Traction and turning, such a great pod. And then you go to Fud Sang, and it's just, yeah. It's completely different, right? It's just not the same, huh? Bullseye Navior or Fud Sang. Just cool looking. Or should we keep going with Gasgano? It's a very weird pod. It's very unbalanced. Let's go to Bullseye, I think. My top speed isn't that good. But it isn't with... Oh, actually, it's pretty good there. Whatever, Gasgano. Alright, honey. Could you put in a 20 for me? A bit of 20, and we'll see what happens. But it'll probably go a lot higher. So, we'll see, but yeah. Put in a bid for 20. I'll see what happens. Also, I'm looking for the... Yeah. The GBA is pretty much zone-free, you don't have to worry. Except for with GBA movies. Some of those have a slight thing, but they will work on any GBA SP. Thank you, honey. I really want to play the Spider-Man game that they made for the PS4. So that's on my list of games I want to buy in the very near future. But we'll see. I'll get them whenever I get them. But it's up there. It's on there. Only problem with that game is it's on the PS4. and I'm not a huge fan of the PS4. I'm an Xbox guy, and I'll buy the next Xbox as well. Because I think Xbox really learned something with the last console, with Xbox One, and I think, from what I've seen around, that the Series X may be a pretty good system. Actually, pretty darn great. So, I'm looking forward to that. I probably won't buy it day one though, economy and stuff, but come on, get over there. Thank shit. Just not enough boost to get over there. In one boost. Shit. Okay, there we go. Hit that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that, that. Gotta get that. Oh, shit. And then they'll flew past me. Let's boost here. Shit. Let's get to the end. Okay. We got past him. You're a quick one, aren't you, Mandel? I mean, Odie Mandel. I think that's the name of that pod racer. It's Odie Mandel. Right. There. I don't know if it's Mandel or Mandrel, but it's one of the two. Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, I saved that. Almost. I almost saved that. And again, you can kind of hear the other pod racers right behind me. And that's not a good sound. You can just hear their motors revving in your ears. There. Boost. And there. And boost. I have the SP, but you know what consoles that is? Yeah. The Xbox isn't. All PlayStations are region locked, but it's very easy to install a chip in a PS. In the first place, 2 PlayStations, it's really easy to put in a chip. All Nintendo consoles up until the every home video console from Nintendo. That's what I should say. Up until the Switch is region locked. The Switch isn't. You can buy games anywhere in the world and they'll work, which is cool. So you could buy like Japanese special editions and stuff and make them work here in Norway on your regular at-home Switch. No modification needed. Right, so sharp corner there. On the handheld side, you can buy any game on the on every console basically, and they'll all work across one another. So you can buy games from like Japan and the US, and it'll work on your Norwegian Game Boy, DS, Game Boy Advance, and so on, without a problem. Okay, come on. This is not going to plan. This is not going the way I wanted it to go. This is not going the way I wanted it to go. Okay, let's get through there. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay, we may actually have hit that very weird area where we need to upgrade our shit to get through. So the handhelds you don't have to worry about, but the home consoles you'll have to worry. And both the PlayStation and the Xbox, they were region locked when they first came out, but they've dropped it. So from the PS4 era and up, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, you don't have to worry about region coding. Okay. Let's look here. Over there. Over there. This is not going well. We may have to do this again tomorrow. Ah, shit. Yeah. Yeah, we'll need to fix that, won't we? Oh, there we go. Come on. There we go. Boosting through there. Boosting through there. Ninth place. This is not good. This is no good. Yeah, good. Is it this one where you change the map around? Yeah, that. Alright, so, where the hell is all the rest of the guys? There we are. Oh, they're way ahead of me. Yeah, I don't stand a chance here. I'll need to change my pods around, and I'll need to get a faster one. Because, as I told you, about midway through the second Grand Prix, that's where the original pods usually don't do very well anymore. Ah, oh, knee bulb. You're in here too. Okay, keep boosting, keep boosting, keep boosting, keep boosting. That wasn't too bad. Now we'll blow up here. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Come on. Let's go down in the trench. See if that's in general better for us. Maybe. It may be a thing where this is better for us. Yes, I think it is. Cool. Yep. A few tricks for the next try, I guess. Guess I know. I'm sorry, mate, but you'll have to go. You're not doing very well for me at the moment. And it is me too, but guess I don't needs to go. Tomorrow there will be a new pod. We have gotten quite a few good ones, so we'll try and okay, I took in the 9th place, that's not bad. But there will be no money for me in this race. Hey. Bye, Bunny Rabbit. And this is the end of the stream, so you kind of made it to the end. And you other guys who may or may not be here, nice to have you here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll be back with more Star Wars. And I'll retry this race with another pod racer. If you're new here on Twitch, then please give me a little follow down in the box below. If you're on YouTube, then please subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, and yeah. That last race sucked, didn't it?